This one here is just a light brown, and you can see we did the same thing. We just toned it over the top just so you could get a look, and we've got some black glaze on it. That's one option. Another option, if you like that cherry look or a little bit richer, you can go a little bit darker. You can do a light cherry. In fact, you can do thousands and thousands of varieties of colors. Here's another one. This is a dark, kind of a darker, kind of a chocolate look. Same thing, we've taped it off, toned it. And if you notice on all of these, you can still see the grain. You can still see the grain really well. What we're applying doesn't affect the clarity of the finish whatsoever. And finally, if you do like reds, you can tone it with a red color and do the very same thing. I taped all of these off and did the same thing. But it doesn't stop there. You can virtually do anything right over the top of the finish. In fact, it doesn't have to be these transparent finishes. It can be painted. Let me show you. This is what a lot of people are doing. They like this, they really like this black rub through. And you see we've rubbed it through, we've rounded the corners really nice, and then we've put a nice stain around here to match maybe the homeowner's existing furniture. Maybe they have a kitchen table or something, or a piece of furniture in their kitchen that they want this to match to, or their kitchen floor. So black rub-throughs are very, very popular for accent islands and specialty pieces. But it doesn't stop there. You can also do a green accent island. You can punch some wormholes in, some cracks, do some rub-throughs and a little bit of glaze, some hewing, where it's actually chiseled out around the corners and really makes for a nice accent piece. I mean, you won't believe these accent islands and such. This here is a painted, kind of an antique white. It's got a light glaze with a light cream glaze around the profile. And again, it's very, very, very beautiful as an accent color. So you can see there's virtually thousands to choose from. If you like really rustic, if you've got some, maybe a log home or something very rustic, you can put something like this on there. This has got a glaze, cracks, hewing, some really deep chaining and wormholes and rub through. It's kind of got all the bells and whistles. Again, very great for an accent piece, a entertainment center. They look awesome. I've done probably a dozen of them up in Vail. This was another one a customer asked for. He asked for he wanted a bomber jacket look. And he asked me, can you make my wood look like a bomber jacket or like a leather coat? And I said, absolutely. And we did this right over the top of his existing finish. In fact, all of these finishes were done right over the top of the existing finish. Here's another one. A lady had a whitewash oak, and she wanted us to just dress it up a little bit. So we did. We put a light glaze, we rubbed through the corners, and we put this kind of orangish red to match her granite. And it absolutely looks beautiful. And here's another one that I'd like to show you. This is a cherry with a very kind of a reddish tone. Same thing, taped off right over the top of the finish, saving the homeowners thousands and thousands of dollars from ripping out the existing cabinets. You do not have to rip out the existing cabinets. And that's what I think is just a cardinal sin, as if I wasn't to let anybody know that they don't have to rip out their cabinets just because they don't like the color. And kind of last but not least, if you really get wild, you can do something like this. This is a Ferrari red finish with a black glaze, rub through, crackle lacquer, hewing, distressing. It's kind of got everything. And we did this to a maple desk, and it absolutely, absolutely looked beautiful. So it's no end. There's just no end to what you can do in this business. This is just a small sample of the jobs that I've done here in Denver. I've done over 200 kitchens, just like what we're talking about here. And so I just want to tell you in closing that if you're a homeowner, you can save thousands and thousands of dollars. If you're a designer, you can offer this service to homeowners. If you're a remodeler, you can also extend your service, because I know you walk into many homes where you see new cabinetry, and it's just terrible to throw out this kind of wood. Wood that's just, it's a shame. It's a beautiful piece of wood. and we can bring it back to life, and you can actually get another 10 to 15 years worth of wear out of your existing kitchen. And that's all today from Dr. Dan. Thank you, here in Denver, Colorado.